Okay. So it is recording, but I'll just edit the beginning out.
Oh gosh! Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
Nitty friends.
Hi, Nitty friends.
So surprise! It's been only a week, and I'm already putting out another podcast. But it's because Rhinebeck is coming.
Only one more. Well, not even.
Not even a week.
Sunday. We have to sleep. My friend who does how many more sleeps till Rhinebeck? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 6 more sleeps till sheep and wool.
I'm really excited. So I really had some important announcements to make. So that's why I'm recording.
And let's introduce you to our scarecrow, or actually my scarecrow. We're in my garden.
Yes.
At the edge of the woods on this beautiful fall day. Welcome.
She doesn't have a name, guys. You got to help us name her.
Yes.
I can't believe Sandy didn't name her.
And I just, I don't know. I had this idea. This is lion brand yarn that I got for $1 a skein at AC Moore.
Yeah.
I actually had knit a couple of flowers last year for my deck. And they weathered the winter quite nicely. So I think I'll leave her up all winter and see how she does.
I think this is so cute. So
yeah.
these are her knitting needles, guys. And she's got a little ball of yarn over here.
Yeah. But I know her hands are down here, but it was really hard to get everything set up. So
this is just really sandy.
Yes. And then if you want to know where I got this wonderful thing, it was at the Christmas tree shop.
Probably for $1.
Probably $5. Right. I do spend more than $1 on things, as you'll see when we get to my little stitches stash.
Okay, so, oh shoot, did I not bring my little notebook? I did. All right, so I have 2 things to talk about. The first one was Rhinebeck, and so I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday.
And I will be there at least Saturday with some friends who are coming from Maryland and from Memphis, Tennessee.
I know. I'm so
It's
excited.
Kathy, Mia, and Lori.
Have I met Mia?
No, Mia's...
But she's a member of our group, right?
Yes, and you haven't met Kathy either.
Lori I've met.
Yes, and it also happens to be Kathy and Lori's birthday. So if you see us walking around...
say happy birthday.
Say happy birthday. And I'm still kind of trying to promote the, what is that called? Flash mob.
Oh,
right?
It's too late. We need time to practice, but that would be so
Right, and what
fun.
were we going to sing? Oh, all the knitting ladies.
All the knitting ladies. All the knitting ladies.
Okay, next year, Rhinebeck. All the knitting ladies.
We should do this, and we could I could get some of the other podcasters.
Oh, be
to maybe
hysterical.
go
Like
in
we
on
just sort of convened at a certain hour by a certain barn.
What we should really do is we should do it out in public, outside of a restaurant or something. And all sit in the restaurant.
I think it'd be fun in Rhinebeck too.
Oh, it would be.
Okay, this way because we'll be surrounded by the other crazy knitters.
All right. So where will I be? So I will be
Not that
there.
you're crazy.
Yeah. Yes, we are. So I'll be there Saturday. I have a class at 1 o'clock.
I'm gonna weed while you're talking.
Oh, jeez. I have a class at 1 o'clock for chain plying with JC Boggs. So I'm not going to make it to the podcaster meetup, which really upsets me because I love going to the podcaster meetup. I'll go there at 12:30, a little early, if you'd like to meet me there. That would be great because I'd love to meet everyone. And otherwise, if you see me, I'm going to be wearing this sweater. That's why I wore it. Because this is last year's Rhinebeck sweater. And I didn't knit any sweaters this year.
And last year it fit very differently than it does this year, Amy.
Yes, I lost a few pounds because it's my 30-year reunion this weekend.
Yes, so Amy has to go to her high school reunion on Friday night, unfortunately.
Darn it.
How are we going to get her up at 6 in the morning to get to Rhinebeck? Maybe she's
no problem.
Maybe she's not going to sleep at all.
I will not have a problem getting
You know
up
how
for
high
Rhinebeck.
school reunions go.
Yeah, and I've been on the committee. I have to say, it's been really, I don't want to say strange in a wonderful way because I've been making a lot of phone calls trying to find people. And I found some people from high school that I thought I'd never see again. I'm getting weepy because it was really wonderful catching up with, I call Brian Koski, who I literally have known since the beginning of my life. His backyard and my backyard were adjacent to each other.
And actually, Amy grew up not too far away from where we're sitting right now.
Right down the road, in the woods. I shouldn't say our backyards were, the woods were, our backyards were against the woods and where we used to play. But I called him. He's in California now, and it was so wonderful to talk to him.
Is he going to come?
He's coming.
Oh my God! Yes!
I'm like, you have to come. And he's like, I can't. He goes, my wife's a teacher. She'll never get the time off. I'm like, leave her home.
Whoa!
Leave her home.
What did you play in the backyard, Amy?
I'm not telling. It's a secret. No, actually, no.
Okay, I recently went to my high school reunion. Well, not recently. It was a couple of years ago. So, I'm talking to this guy, and at the end of the conversation, he says, "It's so nice to meet you." And I said, "You mean to see me again?" And he said, "No, to meet you." I was like, "Okay." There were 1,000 people in my graduating class.
There were only a couple hundred.
I went to high school in the city.
Yeah, I went
in New York City. City.
I went in the country. Hendrick Hudson High School.
This country, where my children graduated.
Yeah, and my children.
Actually, it's your 30th reunion, and it's my daughter's 10-year reunion.
Yeah.
Did you just hear the deer?
I heard something.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, all right, so I'll be there Friday. Last year we did that Friday night dinner. That was so much fun, but we can't do it this year.
No.
Or at least I can't.
No.
Maybe you could do it with your
Well,
friends.
I'll have to see when everybody's showing up.
Yeah. But it was awesome. We went out Friday night locally. And we met some people that were just driving through that were like strangers. Renee, we missed you this year. She was from California and she was here by herself, and she posted in the Rhinebeck Ravelry group, "Does anybody want to hang out?" And then so we're like, well, if you want to stop in Peekskill on your way up, we'll all have dinner. And we did, and we had a blast.
But here's to new memories this year.
Yeah, we'll definitely have fun this year too. So so Friday I won't be there. I'm skipping the homecoming game and the high school tour on Saturday for
the high school tour.
Yeah, I don't need to see the high school. I saw it all when my daughter went there. And
yes, they did some interesting renovations because they said that the population was going to boom, and lo and behold, the population has actually decreased.
Well,
I think. What?
I'll tell you something really interesting.
Is this getting on the podcast? Is everybody interested in our local demographics?
My mother graduated from Henhud. My stepfather graduated from Henhud. My dad went to Ossining. My mother's mother, my grandma, was from the first graduating class of Hendrick Hudson High School. Isn't that?
That's really cool.
It's kind of cool.
Well, in my high school, my really good friend Lori that I met here when I moved to this neighborhood.
Hi, Lori.
Her father went to my high school, which is kind
really
of interesting. And also, if you guys remember, the original Hawaii 5-0, Jack Lord was in my high school too.
Wow.
Yeah. Do, 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 do. So we always played that in band. Okay, let's get on to knitting stuff.
Oh, one more thing.
Yes.
I need
one more
to
thing.
talk about the senior level loan. I talked to the woman, her name is Molly Grease, at the VA nursing home, the Veterans Administration nursing home in Montrose, New York. Okay. And she's thrilled that we're doing this. And I just have a couple of things to ask. So I would like to get the washcloths by Thanksgiving. And if you feel so inclined, if you could just wrap your washcloth up in a bow and make it look like a gift, that would be really awesome. If you don't have the time or and don't want to do that, that's okay too, because I have a bunch of volunteers at my workplace that we're going to my boss's boss.
It also might be easier to ship if it's flat.
Yeah. It's just if you feel so inclined, please feel free to do that. But if not, that's okay, because I have some volunteers that are going to help me make them look pretty. But I don't have nearly enough. So there are in the prize thread at this point in time 130 some odd washcloths.
Wow.
There's 250 beds at the VA nursing home, and they're all men. And this is my fault because I didn't specify that when I first started this. I was going to do a local nursing home through the Salvation Army, and they never returned my calls.
How about Skyview? Did they return your call?
I haven't tried Skyview, but then I would have to get enough for everyone, you know.
Right.
And Skyview's huge.
Well, there's two. Well, we can talk about that later.
Yeah, so basically I need more gender neutral or manly washcloths. So I'm putting out the word, if your churches or your knitting groups or anybody that you know that might be willing to knit some, they have to be cotton washcloths, 100% cotton. Please help us out. We want to make sure that all the men get a nice gift for the holidays. So that's my update on the Senior Love Along, and we have a lot of really amazing gifts in there. So every washcloth you post a picture of, you get a chance to win one of the prizes.
So I got to get knitting.
All right, so those are my announcements.
I always say that to her every week.
That's it. If you're listening, help me, because I want everyone to get something. I can't go there and not have something for everyone. All right. Okay.
Hey, Amy, what are you showing today?
All right, so I feel like I did like hardly any knitting, but I have a lot to show because I know I'm getting terribly excited. You see, remember this?
Oh, whoa!
I've been spinning this like forever and a day. I used to like not enjoy.
Do you do that in traffic?
Shh, no. I have it with me just in case it gets backed up. But I've been knitting this forever and a day, and I used to not really enjoy spindle spinning much until I got Puni style Rolags from Naturally Knitty. These were my first ones I ever got.
Will they be at Rhinebeck?
I don't think so. I don't know.
But maybe some people will have these Puni type things there.
Oh, I hope so. So I ordered them, and I have one left. And then I'm taking that chain ply class with JC Boggs, so maybe I'll use this for the class. But just to remind you, I did the first 2 ounces, and I started knitting my sock with it, but it's...
I was telling Amy today how cold my feet are.
This is how far I went, and I stopped because I had to make sure I get the same amount of yarn on this sock, but...
Oh, Amy, those are darling.
These will be my first. Sure. This will be my first pair of hand-spun, hand-knit socks.
Wow. And then 300 years from now, they'll be
in
knitting traditions.
So I'm like really excited about this. I don't know, I probably put it onto a bobbin and bring it with me just in case, but I did spin up a whole loop bump to bring for the chain plying class.
Okay. What a loop bump is?
Do you know what a loop bump is?
No, I don't know what a loop bump is.
Come on, you know those big bullseye bumps that you find, well, you're not really a spinner, but a loop is...
from the company Loop.
Yeah. And
okay, yes, I know what a loop bump is. Yes. Now I know. I remember.
It's Mother Earth is the colorway. I don't remember all the colors that are in this, but this one I spun up much nicer than the spindle spun stuff. So I don't know if I should bring this or that. And there's no way I'll finish this in the class time, so I'd have to bring it home half done. Right. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you'll have to make a decision.
Yeah, so I did that.
Good thing you have choices.
Yeah. So
options.
I'm just really excited. Okay, so that I've been doing with spinning. And then, so today, my son was talking and blah, 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 and, you know, I call it our daily therapy sessions.
That's edited out.
No, but he was telling me how, he's like, I'm so amazed at all you do. And like,
I'm amazed too, Amy.
I don't know how I do it either, but he said, I made him a scarf. Remember I don't know if you remember, I made him a cabled scarf from, I forget the name of the book, but it's a beautiful book of patterns. Anyway, he lost it in the city.
Oh.
He left it at a bar.
Oh.
And he also lost the hat I made him. He left that on a train.
Oh.
So he asked for new stuff for the winter. And
that is really darling.
Because he saw this. This was a loop bump that I chain plied.
You spun that?
I spun this.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It's a loop bump.
This is gorgeous.
And you could see
Does Loop also sell their things already spun?
I don't think so.
Oh my. These are my favorite colors here. Can you see the interior?
So they're color progressions. I already started to make him a scarf with like a chevron pattern. And you can see the loop up is it started with a navy blue and it's starting to turn green now. Isn't it gorgeous? I think he's going to like it. And it's my home. And when I said, I'm going to make you a scarf and I'm going to make it out of my homespun yarn, Joe. And I swear to God, my 28-year-old son's eyes started tearing up. So this is actually, I don't even know what fiber it is. It's just a chocolate brown. And I got this when I first was learning how to spin. And it's not spun very well. But I'm using it so that the scarf can be really long because this is not enough to make a nice long scarf.
I was wondering about the brown. Okay.
And I think it like pulls it off really well.
Absolutely.
So I started this.
Oh, Amy, it's so beautiful.
My son and my son and my husband saw me casting it on this morning and he looked very jealous because he's not gotten his sweater yet. It's not ready for Rhinebeck, but I did work a little on the sweater.
He has had some really cool hats though. Those growing hats.
Yeah. My husband loves to collect hats. He loves to wear like, what do they call those kind of hats? Boiler hats, right?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Poor boy hats or something like that. So this is how much I've gotten done from the front of his sweater. You can see there's where I left off. So I've done a couple of inches up the front.
And what yarn is that?
This is Bainin yarn by Virtual Yarns, Alice Starmore's yarn line. It's a thick Aran weight. It's pretty heavy, and I would say it's almost bulky, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's
definitely
an Aran
chunky.
yarn. Yeah, definitely chunky. So that's Mark's sweater. That's coming along good. I knit a bit of my socks. I'm almost. I'm doing the toe decrease. And I will finish this sock, but I'm going to put this on hold till I finish at least Joey's scarf.
So will the toe be a color?
No. It's just going to be white. And then I'll start the other sock and it'll be the same exact thing. So I love these.
It's so beautiful.
I love these stripy things.
I don't know if you can see how even Amy stitches on it. It almost looks machine knit. But we all say that to her in knitting group all the time.
Well, thank you.
Where my knitting has a more organic look. So let's see what I can show today. I think I was knitting this on the last podcast.
Oh, for Richie.
The Honegart, I think it is, from Stephen West. It's the second one that I've made for him. This is the yarn that he had picked out from Alaska, and the bottom was yarn monos that I got in New Orleans. So I have named this hat, I Left My Heart in New Orleans and Sitka, Alaska. The only problem is he wore it this weekend and he found the monos very itchy. So I'm going to get some polar fleece at Joann's and cut it out and sew that in as a liner.
You're such a good mom. I would tell him to suck it up.
He pretty much took the hat off and handed it to me.
Did he really?
But it's really funny. You know, I think I was complaining about the colors the last time. And when he first saw it, he went, "Oh, that's crazy. Perfect." That's what he said. Perfect.
That is pretty cool.
Okay.
Richie's a cool cat. And he makes beautiful music. You know what, someday, if he'll let me, maybe we should put one of his songs at the end of the podcast.
We have to ask him. I think he'd love that. I just got a whole bunch of oregano seeds in my bag.
His degree is in music theory, right?
No. His degree is in theater with a concentration on playwriting and creating original works.
Okay, but he did a lot of music at NYU. He went to NYU. So.
Okay, then I have, forgive me, I wish I could remember the name of it.
This is beautiful.
I think I showed it last time. I was almost
You
done.
have a lock spun stuck to your hat. Lock spun everywhere.
Well, we're going to see that in a second. Here we go. Okay. With the little shell on the side, a little cloche.
Gorgeous.
This was originally for my daughter, who said, "Mom, I think it looks better on you."
Meaning,
thank you. I have a new hat here. So, my hair is flat. Okay, this is a hat I made with Kids Silkays just because I could, and it was so big. I ended up putting in a piece of clear elastic, in the inside.
What a good idea.
And I
you, like,
rarely wear it because the elastic's kind of funky on my head, but it's the perfect day for it. Although I'm sure you wanted to see this hat on, but another day, look for me at Rhinebeck. Maybe I'll be wearing it.
You can wear it at Rhinebeck?
Yeah, if it's not 70 degrees.
What is it supposed to be? Do we know yet?
No.
I bet you a lot of outsiders are wondering. I was watching another podcast.
I know it's supposed to rain most of the week this week. So
Is
here,
it really?
here is this gorgeous,
I love this.
gorgeous yarn alpaca from Long Island Livestock, and the locks, spun locks, are from. Do you remember, Amy?
Once Upon a Time Farm.
Right. I fell in love with this last year at Vogue.
Vogue
it?
Knitting
Vogue
Live.
Knitting Live.
We both got some.
Originally, I had knit this up as a cowl where it was attached with a whole bunch of the locks, and it just looked like I was wearing an animal. And yesterday, with Amy's guided love, I pulled out all of the.
You have to rip that out, Sandy.
That's
my guided love.
I pulled out the locks, and so now I have this very short piece of something. What I'm going to do is
beautiful.
Long Island
I love this
Livestock.
yarn.
Hi, if you're listening, I'm going to see you at Rhinebeck this week, and I'm going to see. Last year you didn't have enough of this color or this alpaca. Maybe you'll recognize it. Maybe you'll have it, or maybe I'll find something coordinating for
Hold
the
on
other
to
side.
it for Sandy, because that is too beautiful not to.
I
finish,
don't
Sandy.
want to rip it out. It's just so gorgeous.
It
But
is
I'm thinking
beautiful.
maybe if I can find something that coordinates, and it'll be, something on each side.
Can I put a plug in? So this is the same yarn companies that
Hold it up close.
I used for my cowl pattern, the teacher cowl, and this is the same lock spun. So Sandy and I both bought it at Vogue Knitting Live last year. It's gorgeous. So if you're at Rhinebeck and you want to make my cowl, you could buy the Long Island livestock yarn, and it's so beautiful. It is gorgeous.
It's
a
all
work of
different.
art.
It was worth every penny. Let's just say.
It's a bit of a treat, but it is.
It was a
worth
treat. It was my treat at Vogue last year.
Yeah, I really. love it.
Okay, I have one other thing to show of a work in progress. Oops, I pulled out the wrong thing. 1 second. A couple of years ago, at Rhinebeck.
At Rhinebeck. How long have you been going to Rhinebeck? How many years? Because we live like an hour away. So.
I'm not really sure. But anyway, there's a person there who sells leather handles, and she had this wonderful entrelac pumpkin kit. And I bought it because I just love pumpkins. I love this time of year. I fell in love with it. And every year I'd get to Halloween time and go, oh darn, I didn't knit that yet. But this year I am doing it. So it comes with, you may see her there and you'll think it's adorable. It comes with a handle and leaves for the top of the pumpkin, a little brown for the stem to knit up. And what it is, it's felted. So you're like, why do all that entrelac if in just a single color if you're going to felt it? But I just want to show it because I am enjoying making it.
Sandy's an amazing felter. I've never tried it before though.
So if you can sort of see the basket weave that's coming up in that.
You want me to? Actually, it's coming out. You can see it pretty good. Yeah.
So we'll see how it turns out felted. Anyway, my dear friend Lori, who lives around the corner, whose father went to my high school, she has a top loader machine. I don't. I usually go to her house to felt. Lori, if you're still paying attention, I have a surprise for you. I did some research because I had thought, I know they sell these little countertop washing devices. And a lot of people said that they really like felting in these little, I guess it's just like a bucket that agitates. And so yesterday I bought one from eBay. It's an As Seen on TV item. You can buy it from As Seen on TV. It was a little less money on eBay, even with the shipping, although I didn't have to pay shipping. It's called the Wonder Washer. If any of you have used it, please, post to Amy's site and let me know how it worked for you. The videos that I watched really seemed to work well. I'm kind of looking forward to doing it and not bugging Lori every time I want to felt, because the last time I felted something, she actually, for weeks, even though we put it in a pillowcase, for weeks she was pulling out wads of hair from the knitting.
Buzz.
Okay, so Lori and our friend Susan and I went to Stitches on Friday. It was kind of quiet there, which makes it nice for walking around, but it's sort of sad that I guess people weren't attending. I wonder how it was yesterday. The weather was kind of yucky.
Yeah.
If people headed out. But it is really a great low-key yarn event to go to.
Yeah.
If you sort of don't like the crowds at Rhinebeck, you should look for other Stitches. I mean, next year there's going to be one in Nashville. Never been to Nashville. I'm kind of thinking of that. So Amy decided that I'm obligated to show you some things that I purchased.
Yeah.
Okay. There's this great new company.
We got some of that at both, didn't we?
Yes, but this is a different company.
Oh, it is? Okay.
I have to find it. Okay, they're called Darn Good Yarn. And they sell a lot of the recycled yarns from India and other countries. And I just fell in love with these two colorways.
Oh, they are beautiful.
What she was showing was with some chiffon yarn, arm knitting, and making these gorgeous shawls and blankets with it.
Oh, really?
I just didn't want to spend all that much money yesterday because I'm waiting for Rhinebeck. Where the only thing I really want to get at Rhinebeck is a shawl pin. So
I don't know why they do Stitches use the week.
well, usually it's the week after.
No, usually it's
No,
the week before.
No, usually it's the week after.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Then why? But why did they do it so close to Rhinebeck?
Because it's that time of year. And also people are coming from the other side of New England who may not want to travel as far as Rhinebeck. And there's also a great natural festival, New England East it's called or something. I'm not 100% sure. But that was a lot of fun. I went the one year that I couldn't go to Rhinebeck. We went there and it was really nice. But it was very different than
Where
Rhinebeck.
was it?
It was somewhere in Massachusetts. I think it's called New England East. All right, I don't know if you've heard about the Buffalo Wool Company, but they had these little sampler of colors, and
wow, hold on, let me hold that closer.
it's just, this is buffalo and wool, 50% bison, 50% wool. I just couldn't pass
colors.
up the colors, and I'm, thinking of some sort of striped hat or a small cowl.
How many ounces?
She knit this up, it's set, it's 20 yards, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 180 yards. She knit up a really cute linen stitch cowl with it, but I'm not 100% sure yet.
That's really cute. I like that.
Yeah.
So you get a little more of the brown in or it's the same?
Each one of these packages was a little different. I think these are all hand dyed.
Wow.
So I guess it was how they picked up the dye.
I love the colors.
Yeah, the colors are gorgeous. In fact, I just put them out or something, like in a flower pot or something. Okay. What else did I get? Okay, here are my crazy purchases. I know I'm taking my time. Maybe Amy will edit this.
That's all right. No,
Okay. This was from Yellow Farm and Company. It's the all locked up cap. I'm just thinking about locks.
Oh, yes.
Actually, I have a picture on my phone, so you could show it. I can send you the picture, and then you can put it at the end cap of this.
Yeah.
It's just a really cute hat where the brim is locks, and then there's a little bit of a pattern for the top with alpaca yarn. And the hat that she had on display and was selling was more green, but I picked out these, which is a lighter color with more purple. And then there's this yarn.
Let me just show them this.
Yeah.
Oh, so beautiful. Oh, look at the colors, and it's so soft.
Right, and here are the yarns that will make up the top of the hat.
gray and cream.
Gray, cream.
And a beautiful
so let's
green.
put them together. Yeah.
It is beautiful.
And I did tell the lady, oh, I'm going to knit it this week and wear it next week at Rhinebeck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
Yeah, and I'm going to finish everything else. Yeah. I knit a washcloth. Yeah. And entertain my company and clean my house. Put my garden to sleep. I'm not doing any of that.
Put your garden to sleep? What does that mean?
Well, I still have to cut down some of this lemon balm and, cut down a few more things that are out here. And I have to do a little bit more weeding outside of the garden, and then that's it.
Why do you weed now when it's going to die?
Because some of the weeds, you don't want them coming back.
Oh.
If you get them now, you won't see them in the spring.
Can you tell I'm not a gardener?
Okay, this came from, oh gosh.
What?
This was the company I was telling you about, Madison Wool in Madison, Connecticut.
Oh.
Right?
That we're going to have to go visit?
Dana Mankowski, is she the woman that you took the crafty class with? She
I
does
don't remember
spinning,
the
felting, and weaving. It's a fiber lover's paradise. Madison Wool, Madison, Connecticut. This lady was phenomenal. She had somebody visiting from Australia who had taken some locks and spun them with wire.
Wow.
And made these amazing lampshades. Anyway, I know, I just saw this, and I'm thinking of combining it with a nice cream yarn for a...
Put it in front of your friend here.
A little mini cape or something.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
It's bright, it's fun.
What is
and
it
sometimes you
wrapped in,
just
like
need bright and
shredded
fun.
fabric?
It's just like kooky stuff.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah. Or I could just hang it, from a chandelier. Anyway, it was fun there. I didn't spend too much money, which was good. And really, I don't need any yarn, as we all say. I have enough yarn. So I am looking for a shawl pin at Rhinebeck with a mermaid on it. So let me know if you happen to see one, or if you know of a vendor who has one and you can clue me in beforehand. That would be great. Also looking forward to pretzels at Rhinebeck.
I know, I'm definitely skipping my diet at Rhinebeck, that's for sure.
And I don't know, what else do they have there that's really good?
The artichoke French.
Oh, right, and the chocolate chip cookies.
And all right, so listen, if you are just going to Rhinebeck for the first time, don't bother waiting on the line for the food on Saturday. Try all these infamous dishes on Sunday, because it's much less crowded on Sunday.
Yes. And we really look forward to seeing you.
I can't wait.
All right. Saturday, it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 6 more sleeps.
The party starts for me on Friday, though.
Well, yeah, because you have
the reunion.
Right, but the party starts for me on Tuesday when Lori shows up from Memphis.
Oh, wow. That's cool. All right, everyone. Thank you. We'll see you at Rhinebeck.
Thanks for visiting in the garden with the person who's yet to be named.
How about Matilda?
Oh. Matilda the
knitting scarecrow. Matilda.
Actually, there were no groundhogs in the garden this year, so I know that's supposed to scare the birds, but.
All right. Ciao.
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 Mwah.
Mwah. I love you, Sandy.
I love you too, Amy.